Hey guys, today's video is about the basic plotting the rectangular coordinates in finding the intercepts and getting some information from the graph. So the horizontal line here is your x-axis, and let me go ahead and pick a tool here. The horizontal line is your x-axis and the vertical line is your y-axis. And the point of intersection of your x and y axis is your origin. As simple as that. The positive numbers are always to your right. The negative numbers are always to your left. And each point in the coordinate system is represented as xy, which is technically means x is you're going to go left or right on x-axis. Y is you're going to go up or down from the origin. So x stands for going left or right from the origin, y stands for up or down from the origin. Okay? So let's go ahead and see the next one. If I'm trying to plot the point -2 and 4, I know that my x-axis is, my x-coordinate is -2 and my y-coordinate is 4. So I know I'm going to go 2 units to the left and 4 units up. So let's see how to do that. So I'm just plotting a point -2 and 4. So I'm going to go 2 units to the left and 4 units up, which is 2 units to the left is -2. 4 units up is +4, and that's my point. And if I have to plot a point 4, -2, then I'm going to go 4 units to the right and then -2 down, so 2 down, which is that, and that is my point. So technically an equation involved with x and y's tells you a relation between x and y's. And the solution to that equation simply tells you the values that satisfy the equation. For example, if I want to graph y is equal to x absolute value of x plus 1, I'm going to take a couple of values starting with -4 and ending with 2. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the values -4, -3, -2, going all the way up to +2. Let's see how it would work. See, I took the value -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so when I take -4, I plug it into the equation. -4 plus 1 is -3. Absolute value of -3 is +3. So my x value was -4 and my y value is 3. Remember, x is always the independent variable, y is the dependent variable. Same thing with -3. You're going to take that, plug that in here. -3 plus 1, -2. Absolute value, +2. Your coordinate is -3 and -2. So you get the idea, right? So now if I want to do this in my calculator, how would I do that? Let me go ahead and erase this. And so here I have my calculator. I'm going to clear this. Remember, I'm trying to graph y is equal to absolute value of x plus 1. So I'm going to go ahead to y. Absolute value. There's so many ways of putting in absolute value, but I'm just going to pick the math. Go to number. You see ABS here. That's the absolute value. I'm going to click enter. Absolute value of x plus 1. Close parentheses. Now I have my equation y is equal to absolute value of x plus 1. I'm going to go ahead and click graph. But I didn't want the graph, I want to see the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press second and graph. That gives me the table. But wait a minute, my table starts with 0. I don't want it to start with a 0. So what do? Second and window. You see here, I'm telling my table to start with a 0. I'm going to change it to -4. -4 is not same as -4. Keep that in mind. And I'm going to say second. Oops, I'm going to quit. Second and table. Here's my table starting with -4. So for -4 it's +3, -3 it's 2, -2 is 1. Those are the exact same values we got from the calculation. Okay, so 2 ways of doing it. You can do it manually or you can put it into your calculator. And the values exactly match, right? So So that's how the graph looked too. So now x and y intercepts. So what are x and y intercepts? The point where the graph touches the x-axis is called the x-intercept. The point where the graph touches the y-axis is called the y-intercept. So in this case, the graph is touching x-axis. Let me go ahead and pick a tool here. The graph is touching x-axis at this point. So this point would be, oops, I picked the wrong tool. Let me go ahead and pick a nice tool here. Okay. The graph is touching x-axis at this point. That is my x-intercept. The graph is touching y-axis at that point, and that is my y-intercept. So my x-intercept is 3, 0. My y-intercept is 5, 0, 5. Okay? Negative 3, negative 3, 0, and my y-intercept is 0, 5. All right, divorce rates. So how to interpret given information from the graph? Divorce rates are considered high for couples who marry in their teens, and that is given from the equation. dn is equal to, d is equal to 4n plus 5, where d stands for the percentage, okay? And n stands for the marriages that end in divorce after n years. And if the wife is under 18 at the time of the marriage. So there are 3 things you need to consider here. So D is the percentage of the divorce. N stands for the number of years if the wife is under 18. So they're asking us to find the percentage of marriages ending in divorce after 15 years. So here they gave us the value of n. The value of n is given to us, which is 15. So what do? I take my n and plug it in here and see what I get. So to determine the percentage of marriages ending in divorce after 15 years when wife is under 18, I'm simply going to plug in my n as 15. And I get 65. And what does the 65 stand for? The percentage of divorce you're going to end up. 65 is the percentage of divorce you're going to get when the wife is under 18 years. All right. So this is a quick video I wanted to make about the graphs because I'm not going to do this in class. So go ahead and see if you have any questions on 1.1 and let's discuss when we see you in class.